It's I don't know, I'd have to look, probably 10, 15 miles now from the division there at Billings. What you're looking at is really the country that was in play, the north end of the country that was in play in the summer of 1876. The rest of today will be spent driving through this country on the way, hopefully, to Rapid City, South Dakota tonight. This is the route that there were 3 columns, and I'm not gonna. I know one was the Terry column. I think the other one was the Crook column, George Crook, and the third, of course, was George Armstrong Custer. And they were pretty well separated. And if you look around this country, I mean, this is a big country. You can hide a whole bunch of people out here. And they were quite a ways apart. Basically trying to envelop a group of natives that was about 5 tribes combined together, traveling with each other. And it didn't work out so good. One way of looking at it, especially if you were one of General Custer's troops. There were survivors of the battle, but it wasn't Custer's column in the 3, or actually when he split his troops, that survived. Reno and Benteen did. And there's lots of stories there, and more than I could do holding this camera and talking. But this would have been the way that they went when they discovered that Custer had been massacred. And they basically were on the Yellowstone and came south to find the wreckage, as the survivors also then came north. The Indians effectively split the command and pinned down Reno and Benteen, and then basically moved on, which was very common of their way of fighting. Anyway, just thought I'd show you some of this kind of gets out. Now we're getting out into that great vast lake bottom, ocean really, that forms an awful lot of the Great Plains. It's windy out here, always is. And you see the clouds today. And this is, you want big sky? This here would, I think, qualify. And I'm waving it around in here because I'm motoring right along. Now it's ranch country, and we're going to be coming into the top of the Northern Cheyenne Crow Reservation. It's another great thing that the Bureau of Indian Affairs and the federal government did. They put mortal enemies next to each other, and the mortal enemies are the Northern Cheyenne and the Crow. And frankly, they've been killing each other in bar fights and various altercations since these reservations were formed. They've also been hit real hard by COVID, and that's a whole other set of things. I will not deny one bit that my sympathies very much are with Native Americans. They always have been. That came from my mama. She actually tried to run away to the Chippewa tribe in Wisconsin. They told her, "You white girl, you better go home because this isn't for you." Mom was orphaned and adopted. And she was always looking for her place, which the children of adopted people also, I think, feel that. That's why I adopt family in many instances. Anyway, I'm going to get back to listening. I just listened to a great balance of Joe Biden's speech, and y'all know that I support him. That started a long time ago. I have a lot of respect for Joe, but he just gave the speech of a lifetime at Gettysburg. Whether you like him or hate him, if you listen to the words, it's what should be said if you're the President of the United States. I'm going to leave it at that. See you later. Be well and hold fast.